welcome to the Paleti Rosa Homestead. My name is Donna, for those of you who don't know me, or for my new subscribers that came on, and I'm so very happy to have you. You have no idea. We live in Southwest Virginia. My husband and I own almost 50 acres of land, but most of that is all mountains. We do have some flat land, which I have a 24 by 48 garden. I also have a 10 by 20 greenhouse, and then up close to my house, I have a little kitchen garden, which I grow my herbs and stuff in. I have 8 chickens and a cat named Buddy. Okay, let's get on to today's video. First of all, I want to give you an update on my health. I'm very happy to tell you that they've done CT scans, MRIs, and my liver, my lungs, my kidneys, and my pelvic area are all good. I do have less than a 2 centimeter tumor that is cancerous, but there are no masses. It hasn't gone anywhere for the last month and a half. The tumor has not increased in size at all. Thank God. Now comes the part of how are they going to treat me. Back in 1986, I had cervical cancer, and it was an old-fashioned way that they treated you, and I went for 6 weeks of external radiation, and that's where they drew on me where the radiation was going to hit, and then they put a big machine on top, and for 6 weeks I laid on a table for like 10 minutes maybe, and I got radiation. Then I went into the hospital where they inserted tubes inside me, and then every Monday they would come in and they'd be in this spacesuit. It was really odd. And they inserted radiation rods into my body. And then I got 6 more weeks of external radiation. So they don't know, number one, how much radiation I got or the field where the radiation actually went. So a lot's going to depend upon my treatment plan. Number one, how much radiation I got. If my body has received the maximum amount of radiation I could get, then they can't do radiation. Because what would happen is if you put too much radiation in a particular area of your body, and then they go to give you more, it actually turns to mush. And then I don't need to tell you what the outcome would be on that one. If I haven't gotten the maximum amount of radiation, then what they're going to do is they're going to insert a port into me. And then I will go for 5 weeks of radiation and chemotherapy treatments. Now, if I have gotten the maximum amount of radiation that that area could get, then they're going to have to do a very tricky surgery. And there's a specialized surgeon I'd have to go see. And in your body, you have many different what are called sphincters. We'll focus because I'm talking about the anal area. There's a sphincter muscle in there. And that is what controls your stool that comes out. If they damage that sphincter muscle, then I would need to have a colostomy bag. I don't want that. But the alternative is. But still, because that sphincter muscle keeps your stool inside of you until you're ready to discharge it. So if that muscle is damaged, it just comes right out. So they would send me to a specialized surgeon, and hopefully he wouldn't damage that muscle at all and everything would be fine. They just cut out the tumor. So we're waiting on that. So that's where we're at right now, so I want to make sure everybody knew about that. Today, I wanted to do something different. It's very, very hot and muggy here. So, last couple weeks, I had a very nasty cough. And I did a lot of research on it. And I found out lemon thyme. Now, lemon thyme is a plant just like thyme, but it smells like lemon, that will grow year after year after year. Once you start growing it, it just keeps coming back year after year. It's an excellent herb. And let me tell you, The benefits are it helps with digestive issues, skin condition, and respiratory problems. You could use it on grilled and toasted meats. You could put in soups, stews, or a vegetable soup, or you could garnish on chicken. Okay? And don't mind me, I got these little tags that tell me everything so I don't forget anything. Medicinal, it strengthens the lungs to purge phlegm. That's what I needed. It's an ointment to remove warts and ease pain in the spleen. Now, I made a lemon thyme tea with this. It was absolutely fantastic. I know that I do not need respiratory problems to have this. That's how good it is. So I'm going to show you how to do that today. So I have my teapot here, and I do have a herb thing inside. So you need 12 ounces of water. Now, I filter all my water because the water here is horrible. So you need 12 ounces of water, and you need 1 tablespoon. Instead of using a measure, I'm just going to use this because if I get a little bit more, I don't care. It's that good. So you use 1 tablespoon of lemon thyme. Then add in your 12 ounces of your water. You're going to, already, you should smell it. It smells so good. What you're going to need is you're going to need to put this on your stove. Let it come to a boil. Let it boil for about 2 to 3 minutes and then take it off the stove. Take it off the heat and let it sit for like 10 minutes. 8 to 10 minutes, and then drink it from there. You will not believe how good this is. Okay? Be right back. I'm going to show you one more thing. Don't go nowhere. Okay, so this is what the tea actually looks like. And now what I'm going to do is I am going to take a tablespoon and put a tablespoon, and I've got fresh honey. Oh, I want to take out the thyme for a minute. And I'm going to put a tablespoon of the honey in it. And then just let it sit for a while. Isn't that looking beautiful? And that's it for the tea. Can you put other things in? I haven't tried it because this is so good. You could smell it, and it just smells so good right now. Okay, let's start on the next thing. So the next thing we're going to make is what's called herb pops. It's really neat kind of sounding. This is a tray from Ball to make the herb pops in. So what you're going to do is you're going to take some of your herbs. And I think of when I make spaghetti sauce. What kind of herbs do I use? So I pulled out 5 of my herbs. Parsley, oregano, crushed rosemary, ground sage, and thyme, and basil. Now, you don't have to use these. In fact, sage and rosemary I'm not using. I'm going to use basil. In fact, for making my herbs today, my pops, I'm going to use basil, oregano, and parsley. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your oil, and I use olive oil. Now this you can do in an ice cube tray. You don't have to use this kind of a tray. You could use whatever you want. And fill it almost 3/4 of the way. Now, if you could figure out, and I don't like this thing on my, I wanted to show you what I was doing. I know you can't see. Maybe if I just pop it up on the lid a little bit. Okay. if you could figure out how to do it, maybe put tape on the front, you could do 3 different types. So if I wanted to, I could do one that's got the oregano, the parsley, and the basil, do another one for like chicken, which would be, I sing the song, parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme. You could do 3 of that. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. Then what you just, this is very easy to do.
And then they correct it because they got guys on the floor changing it, but they didn't change it in the computers yet.
What's nice about this is you're going to freeze these. So that when it comes time for me to make my sauce, I've already got my oil, and I've got my herbs in it already. Super, super quick. If I want to make fried chicken, I could pop some out, and I've already got the oil that I need, and I've got the herbs that I need. You know what? I think I am. I'm going to do 3 different types. So what you want to do is get your oil, and then get a teaspoon, and a half of a teaspoon. So with parsley, in fact, that's quite a bit, because I'm only making small pots. I'm going to use a 1/4 teaspoon of each of these. And you just throw it right on top of the oil. So there's my parsley. Your oregano. And basil. And you do the amounts you want. This is just about what I would typically put in. Then I have chopsticks. And just mix it. And then you freeze them. And then what I do is I'll take baggies once they're totally frozen. And I'll put them in baggies, separate baggies for each one that I make. So the next one I'm going to do is for chicken. And I got to get paprika. For the next one for chicken, I will do paprika, rosemary, sage, and thyme. And then I'll add some parsley to it. And that's as easy as it is to make herb bombs. Like I said, just freeze them.
Right now, it depends on the water currents. They said that they got the wind blowing still towards Africa and stuff, which would basically blow the warm current away from you. And it would stir up the colder air, pull the water up. I would believe anyway.
So how's everybody doing? Hopefully everybody's doing good. And then just like I did last time, take your stick and just mix it around. You could do any herb. Think of what you would do with oil. Now, just to give you an idea, you don't even have to use oil. You could make herb bombs with butter. So instead of putting oil in, you could put butter in it. Okay? I hope everybody has a great day today. And a little bit about the tea. My husband told me to remind you. I had this respiratory thing where I was coughing up a lot of phlegm and stuff like that. And I made this tea. My doctor put me on a Z-Pak for the first week and then put me on prednisone the second week, and it didn't seem like anything was working. And I would take this tea and immediately I felt a softness in my chest. It was great. I did also try putting ginger in it one day, and that was excellent also. And I felt a burn in my chest. So not a burn, it really wasn't a burn, but you could feel the heat. And that was good also, okay? So please, everyone have a great day. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I know it was a little bit longer. I didn't want this long, but just enjoy your week. Thanks for visiting the Paletti Rosa homestead, and God bless everyone. Bye-bye.